Welcome to the MassArt Art Museum, or as we like to say, MAAM, Boston's newest and only free contemporary art museum. Today I'm excited to share with you Joana Vasconcelos' Valkyrie Mumbet. For MAAM's opening in February 2020, we sought to premiere a new artist and artwork. We wanted our visitors to be amazed by the museum's physical transformation, so we commissioned work that would highlight MAAM's architecture. The biggest change was to our second floor gallery. We ripped off the ceiling, exposing the original 1906 terracotta vaulting and steel girders. We added hanging points so that we could now install a colossal work suspended from the ceiling. I wanted to collaborate with an artist whose work was awe-inspiring and would fill our space. Looking up at the gallery, I thought of Joana Vasconcelos. She creates beautiful, large-scale sculptures and site-specific installations. They explore culture, history, identity, and contemporary life, all with a feminist wink. Vasconcelos has represented her country at the Venice Biennale. She was the first woman and youngest artist to be invited to exhibit at the Palace of Versailles, and she just concluded one of the most popular exhibitions at the Guggenheim Bilbao in Spain. Yet, she had never had a solo museum show in the United States until now. Vasconcelos' latest body of work is called the Valkyries. They are monumental installations that pay tribute to trailblazing women in history. In Norse mythology, Valkyries are fierce goddesses. They're made of various fabric, handmade embellishment, fringe, and LED lights. After accepting our invitation to create a new Valkyrie for MAAM, the artist flew to Boston for a site visit. When she saw the museum's new construction, steel trusses, and art viewing balcony, she was thrilled to create a bespoke work that would engage our visitors from multiple vantage points. For MAAM's Valkyrie, the artist wanted to champion the achievements of a local historic woman. So she asked us for a list of notable Massachusetts women. Vasconcelos chose to honor Elizabeth Mumbet Freeman, someone whose accomplishments are not widely known outside our state. Known as Mumbet, Elizabeth Mumbet Freeman was an enslaved African-American woman who was the first to sue for her freedom in 1781, based on the newly adopted Massachusetts Constitution that declared all men are born free and equal. What many people do not know is that Massachusetts was the first colony to legalize slavery in 1641. And thanks to Freeman, Massachusetts was the first to outlaw slavery in 1783. We wanted to open MAAM with a breathtaking artwork, and we did just that. During the opening, there were many shared wow moments as we watched our visitors experience Valkyrie Mumbet for the very first time. The entire sculpture weighs almost 1 ton. The components were created in Vasconcelos' studio in Lisbon and then were packed and shipped in 7 separate crates, each about the size of a twin bed. The parts were assembled in our gallery, inflated, and then suspended from the ceiling. Valkyrie Mumbet is the artist's most personal Valkyrie, as she directly references her country's role in the transatlantic slave trade. The sculpture is primarily made of capulana, a colorful cloth from Mozambique, a former Portuguese colony. Vasconcelos used many capulana from her own personal collection. During the colonial era, European traders capitalized on triangular trade routes between Africa, Europe, and the New World, and eventually monopolized the textile market. Designers from Mozambique, where the artist's parents were raised, have since reclaimed capulanas and are revitalizing the textile industry. The cloths exemplify the fluidity of cultures and reflect a complicated and intertwined history of cultural exchanges across continents and centuries, as well as the legacy of European exploitation, colonization, and slaveholding. The artist also calls attention to Freeman's rare independence and wealth for that time by referencing the possessions Freeman listed in her will. This Valkyrie includes velvet, one of the textiles bequeathed to Freeman's descendants. The yellow pom-poms and metallic beads throughout symbolize her cherished gold bead necklace. A further connection to Massachusetts is the traditional Azorean lace, a nod to the large Lusophone population that resides here. With each visit, the viewer discovers something new. There are surprises from every angle. When we asked Joana Vasconcelos what she wanted visitors to take away from this brilliant work, she said, "Valkyrie Mumbet is a symbol of freedom. It is a symbol for women, and how you can transform your own life by your acts. This work pays tribute to a courageous woman, Elizabeth Mumbet Freeman, and celebrates the difference that one person can make.